What is going on YouTube? It's your boy Honcho Hon coming at you guys with a different kind of video. It's a 2K related video, and it's kind of detailing one of the major problems going on right now with 2K. Right now 2K on YouTube has been kind of dead. The community in general hasn't been playing it as much. A lot of the content creators you see hasn't been uploading it, or hasn't really been doing a bunch of new Dazzler and stuff. Hasn't really been a breakout content creator since next gen has come out. Some of the content creators you see has kind of faded away. And though I kind of do want to make a video kind of get into the reasons why 2K as a whole on their shit is kind of flopping, I just want to take this time to kind of point out, or take this minute to kind of speak specifically on a part of 2K that isn't really talked about much, but I just kind of want to use it as a way to show you guys how little attention or effort they really have put into this next gen version of the game, and that is WNBA mode. In NBA 2K20, the 2K franchise introduced the addition of WNBA teams and player licenses. Well, some of their licenses.
Holy Jesus! What is that? What the?
This edition was extremely bare bones, only including a season mode, a playoff mode, and the ability to play a quick match, a local quick match. Pretty much what I'm saying is, there was no way of playing online with any female team, there was no female my player, or even a female created character option to add to a team in a season mode. It's a pretty bare bones mode, like I said, and it just kind of goes to show that 2K had taken the task and opportunity of implementing the WNBA as seriously as some of the fan base had that were actually not interested in the game mode. Fans that were interested in the addition were forced to either neglect the mode altogether because it was trash, or endure it all year long, playing against the AI at best. But the idea of the next gen and consoles on its capabilities kind of gave those people hope that actually cared about the WNBA features of the game, that they would have my players to come, or actual season modes, actually be able to play online with said female WNBA players. The current gen version of NBA 2K21 was pretty much overlooked because there was really no changes in any game mode, and that kind of was included with the WNBA. There was no real changes, it was the same old copy and paste thing as it always had been. But just like with the regular game itself of current gen 2K21, no one really had high expectations to begin with regarding the mode, so that didn't really disappoint anybody. Eventually, it was a blog released about the W and the My WNBA and the features that was to come on next gen. And it kind of had the fans of the WNBA mode were excited at the prospect and the ideas that were to come in this My Player mode, and being able to play with a female My Player and take her through the story as you would with a male character. Though some of the things looked kind of shaky and kind of rocky with the reward system, you still kept an optimistic view on it, because I saw a lot of and spoke to a lot of interested fans within the game mode, and they kind of shared that same outlook on it. But when the game was officially released, it didn't exactly like what they got to experience, because they were met by the same bare bones My Player builder system that we were used to back in, maybe as far back as like a 2K, I don't know, like 15 or 16, not even 15, like a 17, 18-ish, where you just straight up choose the tagline mode and that was your player. So it was poorly built, undeveloped mode that we've seen in all the 2Ks, but we're on a next-gen console. There was no story mode to experience, and had a terrible rank up or reward system, which I'll talk about later on in the video. It was most definitely a step in the right direction, considering there was even My Players to begin with, and even a My WNBA mode, like an association mode within the game. But it was still a major letdown, considering all the effort and creativity that you would think that they would have put into this new experience, and with next gen consoles on the capability that they bragged about. And we know that even the gameplay in that regard on these next gen consoles was also seen as a letdown overall in 2K. But let's take a deeper look in the WNBA spirit of everything, and the state of the game mode itself. To start off, look at the W, the builder. The W's My Career Builder or Creation Suite is extremely vague and removes the majority of all the freedom provided in the actual male or NBA Career Builder. If you actually like the new way the builder is set, with the new iterations, even with its many flaws and inconsistencies, as I'll talk about later on in different videos, and as you should probably know by now within the meta of the 2K, The W builder alone would discourage you from even wanting to play it, considering you literally just choosing a name title and that's your build. The only adjustments you can make are your height, your wingspan, and your weight. It's literally no real creativity or no real touch that you can put on it that can make that player yours, other than those things. Like I said, the builder itself just gives you a set title, set attributes that you can modify only with the height, weight, and wingspan. And I guess it's also worth noting that you legit have to make a small forward or a center, in case you didn't know this, a small forward or a center to have a WNBA player that can actually dunk the basketball. Like, she gotta be like 6'5", 6'6", and you need takeover, because even at that, your dunking rating only goes up to like a 38 to like a 40, around those areas. So it wasn't like anywhere in comparison to what you'll be doing with your actual male NBA player. But 2K somehow expects you to start playing with your NBA My player, which you probably get all contact dunks, all dunk packages, have Hall of Fame posterized, then I'll play with WNBA player that you may or may not be able to, without any contacts, but even dunk the ball in general. I don't understand 2K fathom that was the right move to make when it's such a difference in like gameplay wise. Because even if you hate the amount of contacts and posterizers on the regular male city, park, pro-am, rec, whatever you play, you don't want them taken out of the game completely, and that's essentially what the WNBA mode is. And whether you see this as realistic or simulation, it completely removes the fun factor and only pushes more people away from actually playing with the WNBA players in the WNBA mode. Especially since in NBA Live, what is that, 19, you're able to dunk just as well as the NBA players with your WNBA character. It literally was no difference, and it didn't need to be. It provided you with the option to make a fun WNBA player without feeling restricted or burdened or handicapped, because there's literally no benefit to making a WNBA player in comparison to an NBA player. There's no benefit on the game. So why would you even choose to make a WNBA player with restriction from doing so much things? But as you'll come to see throughout the video, this isn't the only thing that EA did better than 2K when it comes to adding the WNBA or integrating them into their game. Next thing would be the league mode of it. There isn't really much to say about the whole league aspect, because it's pretty much the same as you would expect from like an NBA league aspect, but even more stripped down. I mean, for instance, before making a play, you automatically choose which team you go to. There is no high school, no college, not even a draft. There's no story, there's no cutscenes. You're not the daughter of some famous college athlete or anyone who's actually built up any hype for themselves. Just someone who apparently won a chance to play for any WNBA team of their choosing. Literally, you just slide your way onto a team just like that. No fight, no college, no story behind you, you're just on the team. You play throughout the season, there's no all-star break, of course, I don't know if you was expecting that, there's not. Then you play up to the playoffs if your team is good enough to make it. Then you play through that until it's over, and it's a simple rinse and repeat method as always. In the off-season after the playoffs, you get to choose these events that give you either WNBA My Points, which goes towards your players' attributes and badges, or Fans, which goes towards your players' codes and apparel animations. I mean, we've seen NBA Live do this also better, considering NBA Live displayed a much better system which actually gave you control over your My Players' attributes, your skills, which will compare them to the badges, which you have no control over picking as well. They legit just assign you badges. Who wants Hall of Fame Ice and Veins? Nobody in the regular would even put Ice and Veins on as a badge. Even with the struggling of the free throw, the way people made their builds this year, nobody's putting on Ice and Veins. But you can legit have a player with Hall of Fame Ice and Veins, because 2K has complete control over your badges, your attributes, how you progress, how you rank up, how your attributes is placed. It's literally the bare bones system that they've had inside the past that nobody wanted, and they brought it back and literally made it worse, and we are the next generation console. The next thing to take a look at is W's reward system. With the addition of the W comes this reward system for all progress in the mode. Unfortunately, the system serves as a crutch that restricts your experience, forcing you to play games and complete events to develop your player. You have no control over which badge you unlock or upgrade, as I said. You have no control over which attributes are increased or how much of it is increased. You have no control over which clothing item or animation you unlock. These things are all decided for you and given to you after leveling up the categories within the reward system. You are, however, given many animations to start off, including jump shots, dribble animations, things that you have to purchase in the regular NBA micro mode. They literally gift to you for free without you doing anything for them. Kind of surprising. I don't know if you see that as a benefit or a pro or a con, but just the fact that it's different from the mode just kind of goes to show you that they literally try to separate these worlds altogether for whatever reason. In a way similar to the rep system of the city, the reward system forces players to actually grind their player with the rewards, being increasing their players' overall badges, getting new animations, getting new closing options. This is implied, seeing as VC seems to be worthless in this mode. Literally, I don't recall buying anything VC-wise, no closing options, no animations. Literally, I think you earn VC, but you legit don't have no way or no reason that I saw to spend VC. See, this will only discourage more players from even playing the mode, considering that 2K has trained us as a fan base to have a pay-to-win mindset when it comes to VC, and just upgrading our players from day one from whatever rating, whether it was 25 like in the past or 60, all the way up to 85, and then grinding our rep and our attributes and our badges, and using VC to raise up our rating as we go. Having to actually grind a player like this is now seen as tedious or annoying, considering we don't even enjoy playing the regular NBA micro game just to grind our badges. So I don't know why they thought that this would be the best process when it comes to repping up your attributes or your badges now for the WNBA mode. This is one of the most noticeable things that we hate inside the regular NBA micro mode. See, this is actually similar to the NBA Live system in the aspect that you play to unlock closed animations, except in NBA Live you actually get to choose your closing options and animations instead of having it chosen for you. See, that's the thing that 2K does. It's like they tried to copy and paste what NBA Live did. And this is coming from a 2K fan. They tried to copy and paste what NBA Live did, but then they made it worse by trying to put that quote-unquote own spin on things. The next topic I have is the W Online. The W's Online 3v3 mode could not have been shown any less attention or effort at all. For starters, you can't even party up or invite your friends to play with them. You're literally stuck with using the old outdated system we've been using for years in 2K games whenever we're not allowed to simply invite or start up some type of private lobby with our friends, where you just count down and press the button at the same time, hoping to end up on the same game as your friend. Not even necessarily the same team, just to be inside the same game. And for a next-gen console, that's literally unacceptable. Like, we're legit on these 4K, 120 FPS consoles playing this new generation version of this game, yet I simply can't even invite my friend to play in the same team as them in the game modes. That's crazy. 2K has also tried to continuously keep this illusion about fast loading times by filling your game up with CPUs if the game lobby wasn't filled by the end of the countdown, just like they do for the rec, which is such a negative in my opinion, because CPUs are only handicaps. No matter if it's in the rec, no matter if it's in this game mode, CPUs are legit handicaps that hold back the game progress, that are easy targets for any player with actual IQ to pick on and secure an easy W and an easy win. They need to take out this whole throwing in CPU system, try loading faster rec games, and in this case faster WNBA games, because it isn't fun for the team to actually have a CPU on it, because you're at that point you're playing 4v5. The worst part about this whole game mode and everything going on with this W Online is that there's really no reason to play this unless you're maxing out your player. There are no special rep rewards like Legend, even though that really and truly isn't anything special in itself. But there's no special badges or no special suits or tattoos or anything even close to that. Legit, if you max out your player, the only motivation for playing this will be to simply play it. There's no reason to play this game mode. There's no purpose to play this game mode once you max out your player. You're legitimately just wasting your time. Unless you just somehow find this fun, which I don't know how you could find the gameplay mixed with the fact that you necessarily aren't going to be the same team as your teammates, or you might not even be inside the same game as your teammates. I don't see how you can find that fun, but hey, teach his own. I'm not going to knock you for it. The truth is that W's Online should not have been separated from the city to begin with. Whether arcade or realistic, females and males are capable of playing basketball together with each other. It happens all around the world in the parks or in the recs. If it isn't a professional setting like the two individual leagues which you already have separated, there should be no reason why the WNBA players and the NBA My players shouldn't be allowed to play with and against each other. It's just stupid. Like you legit holding back your city even for being at its full potential by separating these two genders, and you're also hurting the WNBA mode because if you allow those two to cross over, you actually have or give people another reason to play and actually look into your WNBA mode. Like, it's all the more stupid and lacking in motivation to actually play this busted down game mode. But I guess I see why you don't want people to play it to begin with. The W itself only suffers more from this decision considering games are next to impossible to find in this online mode because of the low player count. Literally nobody is playing this mode. You legit be sitting in the lobby for hours or ages on end looking for a full 6 game and still somehow end up with a game of 3, 4, or I think at most I've been in 5 at best. Like, it's crazy. Combining the two would increase the count overall of both modes and give other users a reason to actually experience the W and what it had to offer. Though that wasn't much to begin with, like I said. What makes this even worse that we've once again seen NBA Live outdo 2K in this aspect, considering that they allowed both genders to play against each other. With the size of the city and what it has to offer, it only would have further benefited from having both genders and the WNBA players come into the city, giving them more life, giving them more variety. But hey, once again, as usual, as predictable concerning this next gen version of the game, 2K dropped the ball and held its own game back. The final topic, which really shouldn't have to be a topic, but it must be included because it legit breaks the game with itself. 2K seems to have no reason, no logic, or no desire to patch it. The W mode is a game-breaking glitch, even though it's not really a glitch. But we'll call it the game-breaking glitch. Players discovered a quick and easy method to get a 99 overall player with all badges, all clothes, and all animations in legit like 5 minutes. Legit 5 minutes of simming. That's it. The method probably can't and shouldn't be patched considering it hurt a core mechanic of the W's reward system and hindered the grind of other players to actually do it legitly. So Game probably doesn't want to patch it considering it's actually increased the player base that actually plays the W, though that hasn't been increased by much considering games are still hard to find and I still can't find a full game of 6. But this is completely taken away from the reason to grind a player or even play the mode in all honesty. Legit, you get a 99 player just like that in 5 minutes or less from a simple method that you can probably find anywhere on YouTube, and it's been out for a while. It's been published for a while, and 2K legit has not addressed it this entire time, considering I did the glitch as recent as the day of this video. Not to mention, players that actually spent time playing the mode and developing their players probably don't feel good about the fact that they are players on the online mode that haven't played a single WNBA League game. I have a 99 overall, badged out character with all the clothes, shoes, and animation that the game has to offer. Because I know myself personally, I legit, on this new player, haven't played a single league game myself, but have all those things that I've just listed up. Can you imagine if there was a glitch like this on the actual NBA micro mode? We all know for a fact 2K actually somewhat cares about that because it makes them money from the VC, from buying clothes, buying upgrades, buying all type of equipment that they got sold on the actual city game mode. A glitch like that allowed players to instantly have a 99 overall and fully badged characters and all clothes and all shoes and all the animations and pretty much all things you need VC wise. Let's be honest, 2K would probably patch that in the same day it was released, maybe even the same hour. But I guess it just goes to show how little 2K actually cares about the WNBA side of things. All in all, the game was practically unplayable, or at least unenjoyable. It'll just be hard to enjoy considering you'll be having trouble even getting into the same game as your friend, let alone playing the same team as them. You're probably better off getting you a 99 overall my play before playing online too, unless you like having the odds stacked against you completely considering everybody else in the other team will probably have 99 overall characters. Let's just hope 2K actually cares next year. That's my take on this whole WNBA aspect of everything. It's honestly a very poorly integrated mode, extremely bare bones, and it just goes to show the lack of care and effort that 2K actually put into all of it. I did this research, guys, so I appreciate if you would like the video. Comment down below what you think of it, and subscribe for more content like this, because I'm trying to crack down on everything that 2K has going on with this next gen and why it's so bad. I'm literally trying to do my research on all of it and the different modes and what it has to offer to present that to you guys. Once again, it's been your boy Honcho Han. I'll get you guys next time.